Hello everybody, Jamie the Board Game Man, and today we are going vintage back to the year 1977 by Milton Bradley. This game is 2 to 4 players. It is called the Charlie's Angels game, and in this game, the angels, who are you, are trying to track down the villain. And once you capture the villain, it depends on how many of your team surrounded the villain, you get points. You play this 3 times, and whoever has the most points after 3 rounds wins. So let's head on over to the Gamers Table, where I'm going to show you how to play Charlie's Angels. Alright, here we are at the gaming table with Charlie's Angels. Let's take a look. Okay, so right now we have the board. You also have these Charlie's message cards that are in the game. You also have 4 of each of the 4 colors of the 3 girls here. So you have Sabrina, Kelly, and Jill. You'll see they all have a yellow, blue, red, and green. And you also have the villain. And this is the person they're trying to catch. Or actually, I should say capture is what they use in this game. The object of the game is the girls are trying to go and try to capture the villain. And how you capture the villain is when he's no longer able to move anymore. And then each one of these is a team. So it depends on how many of that certain player went around the villain to capture him. And you get 1 point for each person that you have around the villain. You do this 3 times, and whoever has the most points after 3 rounds wins the game. Oh, here it is. I forgot the dice. Here we go. There's the dice. They're so small I didn't even see them in there. So you also get a pair of dice as well. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. So, you see there's about a bunch of blue spots. These are just normal spots that you move along the board. You'll see the ones that are connected, that's when you're able to move around. So obviously, if they're not connected, you cannot move to them. Just so happen, like here, you can't go like across the pictures or anything like that. You know, you just kind of have to follow the trails. When you land on a pink circle, that allows you to draw a card from Charlie's message. He's calling you, "Hey, angels. Hi, Charlie." Okay, and then you just pick up a card and you do pretty much what it says. So now, what's going to happen is the villain's going to be anywhere in the top part of the board. You can place the villain anywhere up here. We'll say that we place the villain right here. Okay, now, what you're going to do, all teams are going to start at the phone area and move out. One angel moves for the count of 1 dice, and the other angel moves to the count of the 2nd dice. Now, you got to make sure that you use the full count of the dice for individual angels on your team. If a team member is blocked, and you must move another of your 3 team members, or lose the count of the 1 die, or both. And then obviously 2 players cannot occupy the same spot. Let's just say Team Sabrina. You're going to go ahead and start in the phone area. Okay. So we're going to have Team Sabrina over here. So you're going to have 4 of each here. And let's just say Jill is going to come out here too, because we have to have Farrah out there. Now there's actually another version of this game that does not have Farrah in it, because remember she left the series, and they actually made a 2nd version of this game without her. So it looks very similar, except her pictures are not on here. It's the other person that played the other one. So Kelly, I'm sorry, you were going into the box, because we're just going to do a quick little 2-player here to show you how this works. So, at the beginning of your turn, you are going to move the villain 1 space. The villain, you just move it 1 space like so, and then you're going to go ahead and roll your dice. You're going to roll the die. We have a 5 and a 4. So one of your angels is going to move 5. One of them is going to move 4. So Sabrina will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. And then at the beginning of Jill's turn, we'll move Sabrina out of the way here. Jill's going to move this 1 space. Let's say the villain goes over here. Jill's going to go ahead and roll. She's going to roll 1 and a 6. So let's just say Jill moves here. And then Jill's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because remember, she cannot go through and she cannot land on the same space. Okay, now Sabrina's turn. Sabrina's going to move the villain 1 spot. She's going to move it back over here. Now Sabrina's going to roll double 6s. Holy cow. So we got, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 1 right there. And Sabrina's going to go ahead and move this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the end of that turn. Now, Jill, at the beginning of her turn, she's going to move the villain 1 space again. Let's just say she moves her over here. Jill's going to roll. Jill rolls double 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Jill's going to want to put another player out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And that's how you're going to do this game. Sabrina's going to go ahead and move. Sabrina wants to probably move it back over here. And then we're going to go ahead and say 6 and 1. So go ahead, Sabrina is going to go ahead and let's see what Sabrina's going to do here. She doesn't have enough spaces to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then another one's going to move 1. So Sabrina is going to go ahead and bring out another person here. And so on. Jill's going to move it 1 space. Because obviously Jill wants to try to move it away from Sabrina. So she can get Jill over there to get some points. But then Sabrina wants to try to trap the villain so he can't move anywhere. So Jill's going to go ahead and roll a 2 and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because Jill wants to get over here. And Jill's going to roll a 2. Is the other one. 1, 2. Okay. And we're going to roll again. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Sabrina landed on the pink circle. Totally forgot about that. She landed on the pink. She should have drawn a card. Jill moved 4 spaces. So Jill gets to move 4 spaces. So that would have happened if I would have known that. So we'll go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So we go ahead and fulfilled that Charlie's message there. And it's funny that was actually on Sabrina's turn. So you never know whether it's going to help you or it might not help you. You never know when you get a message from Charlie. All right. All right. There we go. We got Sabrina at 3 and 6. So let's see. So she's probably going to want to go. Let's see, Sabrina. What does Sabrina want to do here? Sabrina can't be on the same thing. She can't be on the same spot as the villain. Sabrina's going to go ahead and bring out some people here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's a pink card. Okay, and it's Sabrina. Go back to the phone and draw a new message from Charlie. Oh, okay. So now Sabrina's going to go back to the phone and draw another one. Jill, move next to Sabrina. So now Jill, it's funny how they're actually choosing the 2 people I picked. So Jill is moving next to Sabrina. So Jill's going to go, okay, thank you very much. Boom. Go right next to the villain. All right. And that's it for that. So that was actually all on Sabrina's turn. So now it's Jill's turn. 3. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. And right there, they have captured the villain. The villain can go nowhere else. Okay. So after this first game, you got Jill with 2 points right there. And that's it. Now, if this would have been, he would have been somewhere like here. And Jill and Sabrina would have been like this. And Sabrina would have got 1 point. And Jill would have got 2 points. Because they can't go either way here. But since the villain's up here and Jill's on either side, Sabrina got X'd out there when Jill went ahead and went next to Sabrina. So Jill would get the 2 points. Okay? That would be the end of the first round. These cards would go on the bottom. You guys would reset down by the phone over here. Jill would go back here. All the Sabrinas would come back here off the board. The villain can be placed anywhere, like I said, on the top. Say the villain goes over here this time, and you do it again. And you're going to do this 3 times. And whoever has the most points at the end of 3 rounds wins the game. So let's head on over to the gaming room, and I'll give you my final thoughts. All right, so my final thoughts on Charlie's Angels. Well, this is what I've got to do. Gotta do what you gotta do. Thumbs down. This game, I don't know. I don't know if it was a rush job and they just, let's get a Charlie's Angels game out there and let's just, every turn you're going to roll the dice, you're going to move the angels, and then you move the villain 1. Okay, then I'm going to move my angels and move the villain 1. Oh, let me get a Charlie's Angels card because I need help getting to the villain. You don't need help getting to the villain. You don't need Charlie's Angels cards in it. Let's just throw some cards in there and say, hey, you can move 3 spaces. Hey, villain, move 6 spaces. I mean, I am just so disappointed. So disappointed in this game. And you know what stinks really is this was the very first game I bought when I moved to Tennessee. This is the very first game I bought. Now look, I didn't buy it for much. And I was excited because, you know, Charlie's Angels, sometimes it goes for a few bucks for this game. And I think it's more of a, you know, one of those games, you know, like back in the day, like the Welcome Back Kotter and Laverne and Shirley. I mean, all the ones that bring good memories to you. And I think that's more of a memorabilia thing more than the actual game. And I think that's what's happened with this one. The other ones are actually kind of cool, like the Vern Shirley and Welcome Back Kotter. Those are kind of fun. Those are actually kind of cool. But this one, I cannot give it a thumbs up and be completely honest. I just can't. I wish I could even give a sideways thumb, but I just can't. I can't. It's horrible. I mean, it's just, let's put some pink spaces on there and let's get cards. So unfortunately, I can't recommend this game unless you are a big Charlie's Angels fan. Yeah, I never really watched the show growing up. This is one of the shows I didn't really watch, didn't really see. Of course, I was 3 years old when it came out. I'm trying to remember if even my parents watched this show. I don't know. Obviously, I remember it. And I don't think I've ever watched I remember, hi, Charlie. I mean, I've seen the movies. I've seen it in the movies, and probably the movies are decent. Both of them are okay. I don't think I've ever really watched a full episode of Charlie's Angels. Maybe I'm just not feeling the love there. Maybe more I should. I don't know. But anyway, just can't do it. Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I'm completely wrong. But just in my opinion, I don't see this as very fun at all. You're making it towards the villain. All you do is move the villain one spot. Everything, unless you get a Charlie's Angels card, and it tells you to move them a different amount of spaces. It's just kind of, what? Anyway, I just don't understand it. Anyway, I'll go ahead and end this episode by saying thank you so much for watching, and let me know down below in the comments whether you like the game, you don't have the game, or maybe you like it, you don't like it. Just let me know down below. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate your support, and happy gaming.